These are the Arbely X9 True Wireless Earphones. I never actually tried out True Wireless earphones before, so when Yangu Tech asked me if I wanted to give these earphones a go, and they sent me a free sample of it, I said yeah. I was really excited to try them out, and I wanted to see how they compared with wired earphones, over-the-ear headphones, that sort of thing. So as for how these earphones charge, they go in their case and they charge within the case, and then you plug the case in, so that charges the actual case. Kind of like what you get with the earpods. But I really like how the whole look of everything is. So I like the lighting going on with the earphones themselves. When you put them in the case, they start kind of pulsing light to show that they are charging. And then on the front of the case, there's 4 lights that show the current battery status of the actual case. And the feel of the case is premium too. It feels nice and strong and just feel very durable, like if you drop it a few times it's not going to break. And it's small enough to easily fit in a pocket. I also like the design of the earbuds overall with the touch sensitive surface on it. I do like the look of the lights, although you can't actually switch them off. You can only make them go into that kind of pulsing mode, which is similar to when it's charging. The design of it is good though, and it does fit in my ears really well. Functionality wise it's pretty good too. The touch area is very sensitive and responds really well to when you tap it. So you can do things like if you tap it once, it plays and it stops any music playing. Double tapping either side goes to the next song. I don't know why the left ear wasn't set to go to the previous song, but that's just how they did it. And if you hold it for 8 seconds, it will switch off. And also if you tap the right earbud 3 times, it will launch Google Assistant or Siri or whatever assistant you have in your phone. When powering on, you do have to power each on individually. This is due to how it works, but it's not too big of an issue. You just put them in your ears, you just kind of do like that as if you're blocking your ears and switch it on. One bit of functionality that does really annoy me though is when it comes to pairing. So if you want to pair a new device, you actually have to go to whatever device it's connected to and disconnect it manually from there. There's no way to set these to just go into pairing mode. I mean, there is a kind of workaround where you can go to whatever new device you want to connect it to and start connecting to it there and then switch it on just as you do that, but it's a bit clunky and there should really be a way to pair it. I personally think that touching the touch surface for 4 seconds instead of just pulsing the light, which is kind of redundant, it doesn't really matter, it should instead go into pairing mode. I think they should change that. But when you do get this connected and do start listening to music or podcasts or whatever you want to listen to, the connection between both the ears stays very much in sync. I've never had either one of them go out of sync, and I have used this for around a week now or so. Although an issue that I have had is missing the touch surface. It is very easy to miss the surface, which can be kind of annoying, and it can lead to you doing the wrong commands sometimes. So for example, sometimes when I want to go to the next song, I end up just pausing the song instead. But honestly, having that touch surface there is better than how the earpods do it, where you basically have to talk to Siri to skip a song. The only time that you are going to only get audio in the right ear is when you're launching your assistant. Because of how these earphones work, where the right one is kind of like the main one and then that one sends audio over to the left one, the assistant only stays in the right one, it doesn't go over to the left one, so you are only going to be hearing it in one ear. I did have some more major issues though. There was 1 or 2 times where the earbuds did switch off by themselves even though the battery was on around 70% or something like that. I don't know why, I still up until now don't know why. It was kind of annoying, but they did switch back on and they connected and I continued without any issue after that. There was also once where they didn't want to connect to each other, although switching it off and switching it on did fix it. Again, I have no idea why that was the case. But other than that, they have been very reliable and very stable. And I have been able to go for long periods of time watching them. When I watched the Aristocats not so long ago to do a review of it on my animation channel, by the way, shout out, it's going to be linked up here, I used these to watch them and it was a very nice experience. That movie's just under an hour and a half and it lasted totally fine through an hour and a half. And the battery for these is around 3 hours to 4 hours. So not as long as over-the-ear headphones, but good enough that if you want to watch a movie or something like that, it will last the entire time. And in general, it's just good for those times where you don't want a band from headphones or a wire getting in the way. I did also try to see if it would be good for kind of getting me to sleep, like putting kind of sleeping songs on or whatever. But the issue with it is that the light on it is actually very bright at night. And as I said, there's no way to switch it off. So that kind of put me off using them to go to sleep. And when it comes to the sound quality, it is actually pretty good for the price. But the price isn't that high. And it doesn't mean that it's exceptional. Obviously, the sound quality you're going to be getting from headphones is going to be a lot better than small earphones. And mainly the loss that I get is of the soundstage. It just doesn't have as big of a soundstage. Sounds sound closer to each other, and the highs don't sound as good and the lows don't sound as good either. It's just more kind of compressed together. I mean, simple music like some piano music and stuff like that is going to sound totally fine with these because there's not too many sounds at once. Although if you're having a big orchestral piece, like something like Test Drive from the How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack, it's not going to sound as good with these because there's loads of instruments and all of that playing at the same time. This may be a limitation with Bluetooth wireless earbuds, I'm not really sure, although I do know wired earbuds do sound a lot better. The OnePlus Bullets do sound a lot better than these. But still, for the price you're paying, I do feel like this is a very solid product. It's not going to have the best sound quality in the world, but for everything else you're getting, you are getting a good solid build for both the case as well as the earphones. You are getting earbuds that stay in sync well together and don't go out of sync or anything like that with either the audio on the computer or with each other. And while I wouldn't replace the Bose SoundLink 2s with these any day, they are good for times like when I'm watching a movie in bed. I mean, there are a few issues here and there that I didn't mention, but overall I'm pretty happy with these. So if you do want to get these, they are linked in the description down below. But yeah, that's my thoughts on these. If you have your own wireless earphones, be sure to let me know what you think of yours down below, if they're very similar to this. I'd love to hear what other ones are like. And yeah, I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.